So this section is about quadratic applications, section 3.1. So I'm solving the problems from the handout. So those are all word problems. So I would encourage you to refer the word problems because I'm not writing the problems here. So the first one, problem number 1, it's a business problem. CC owns a hot dog stand. He has found that his profit is represented by the equation. So I'm writing down the equation. With P being the profit. So this P represents the profit and X is the number of hot dogs. Number of hot dogs sold. Find the number of hot dogs CC needs to sell to maximize profit and find his minimum profit. So we have to first find the maximum. So the maximum is nothing but the vertex, the y value of the vertex. So to find the vertex, we have to find the x. The x coordinate of the vertex is found by the formula is negative b over 2a. So let's write the function again to identify a, b, and we just need a and b. So a is the first number. So a is negative 1 here and b is 22. So we can find negative b over 2a is going to be negative 22 over 2 times negative 1. So that gives us 22 over 2, which is 11. So the x coordinate of the vertex is 11. Now we have to find the y coordinate of the vertex. That is going to be the maximum. So to find the y coordinate of the vertex, we have to find P of 11. We have to plug in this 11 into the original function for all the x. So we get 121. So 22 times 11. So which is 242. And this one is minus outside. So when we add them, we get 196. So the answer, the CC needs to sell 11 hot dogs for a maximum profit of $196. And then we have to find, the next question is to find that, then find the number of hot dogs to sell to break even. So break even means the profit is going to be, for break even, the profit is going to be 0. P of x is going to be 0. That is negative x squared plus 22x plus 75 equal to 0. In other words, it's going to be, we can switch the sign here, minus 75 equal to 0. So we have to find two numbers. It's minus 22x, yeah, minus 75. So two numbers that multiplies to 75. Okay, so What are those two numbers? So those numbers are going to be negative 25 and 3, x plus 3, because we have negative 25 times 3 is negative 75. And when we add them, we get the negative 22. So that means x minus 25 equal to 0, or x plus 3 equal to 0. So we get x equals 25 or x equals negative 3. However, since this is about the number of hot dogs, this cannot be negative. So there are 25 hot dogs CC needs to sell to break even. Okay, so let's go to the next problem, number 2. It's about motion of a projectile. A ball is thrown vertically upward from the top of a building 96 feet tall with an initial velocity of 80 feet per second. The distance of the ball from the ground after t seconds it's given by s of t equals negative 16t squared plus 80t plus 96. The question is, when will the ball reach its maximum height, and find the maximum height of the ball. So again, we have to find the vertex. So when will the ball reach its maximum height? So we have to find the y value of the vertex. In order to find that, we have to find the x value, or that is, here it is called t. So we are going to find the t coordinate of the vertex. T is nothing but x here. So the different we will be given different variables, which is going to be negative b over 2a. So from the given problem, a is negative 16, b is 80. So negative b over 2a is going to be negative 80 over 2 times negative 16, which is going to be 80 over 32, which is 5 over 2. So we get 2.5. So now we have to find the vertex, the height, the y value of the vertex. That means we have to find s of 2.5. So we have to plug in t as going to be 2.5 in the given equation. So when you use your calculator, when we use our calculator, I got s of 2.5, sorry. We got 196. So after 2.5 seconds, the ball will reach its maximum height. (196 feet). Okay, then there is another question in the same problem. After how many seconds does the ball strike the ground? So when the ball strikes the ground, the height will be 0. Height will be 0. That means we have to set s of t equal to 0. That gives us negative 16t squared plus 80t plus 96 equal to 0. Now we have to factor. I'm going to switch the sign because it is 0. I can switch the sign. And if you look at the equation, everything we can divide by 16. So we get t squared minus 5t minus 6 equal to 0. It's better to simplify. So I'm dividing the whole equation by 16. So when we factor, we get t minus 6 times t plus 1 equal to 0. So that gives us t minus 6 equal to 0 or t plus 1 equal to 0. That is t is 6 or t is negative 1. However, time cannot be negative. So the only value is t is 6. So the ball will strike the ground in 6 seconds. Next, problem number 3, we have area. A farmer with 2000 meters of fencing wants to enclose a rectangular plot that borders on a river. If the farmer doesn't fence the site along the river, what is the largest area that can be enclosed? So it's a rectangular fence. So let's first draw a rectangular fence. A farmer with 2000 meters of fencing. Okay. But he doesn't want to fence this site. So there is no fence here. Only 3 sides. So when you're covering the fence, that means perimeter. So we have the width and then 1 length. The formula is 2w plus 2l, but we are going to consider only one side of the length. And the perimeter is given as 2000. So it's going to be 2000 equals 2w plus l. So let's solve for l. So L is going to be 2000 minus 2w by subtracting 2w. So I can rewrite this one. So we have 2000 equals 2w plus L. So we're going to get the L by itself. That means we are going to subtract 2w both sides. So we get 2000 minus 2w is going to be L. And then the question is, what is the area, the largest area? The area of a rectangle is going to be length times width. Okay. Now we are going to substitute for L. So area is, L is from the previous step, 2000 minus 2w times w. So we get 2000w minus 2w squared equal to the area of the triangle. Now, so basically we are going to find the largest area. That means we have to find the vertex. So I'm going to rewrite this equation. It's good to have the square first and then the next term. So where a is negative 2 and b is 2000. So we're going to find the vertex. So the word w coordinate of this vertex is negative b over 2a, which is negative 2000 divided by 2 times -2, so that we get 500. And then the area of the A of the vertex is we have to plug in A of W. So basically we can write this one, everything is in terms of W. So A of W, you have to plug in W as 500. So A of 500 equal to so the maximum area we would get is A is the A of W, or the maximum area is 500,000 meter square. So the largest area that can be enclosed is 500,000. So now we have to we got the W, now we have to get the L. To solve for L, we are going to use the P is 2W plus L, or you can just use anything from the area. W is 500 plus L, so we get 2000 equals 1000 plus L. So subtract 1000, so we get L is 1000 meter. So the W is 500 meters and the length is 1000 meters. And when you multiply L times W, we get the area as 500,000. Next problem, number 4, is about the business again. The manufacturer of a CD player has found that the revenue is R of P. So I'm writing the equation. R of P is negative P squared plus 1600P when the unit price is P dollars. If the manufacturer sets the price to maximize revenue, what is the maximum revenue? So again, it's the vertex. Whenever you see the word maximum or the minimum, we have to find the vertex. So the P coordinate of this vertex. So we use whatever the letter given in the original problem is negative B over 2A. So here A is negative 4, B is positive 1600. So negative B over 2A is negative 1600 over 2 times negative 4. So which is we get 1600 over 8, which is 200. Now we are not done yet. We still have to find the R. That is R of the vertex. So we have to find R of 200. So plug in 200 wherever the P comes. So when you plug in, we get 160,000. So the manufacturer sells the CD players for $200 for a maximum profit of $160,000. And the last problem in this one is again business. The marginal cost of a product can be thought of as the cost of producing one additional unit of output. For example, if the marginal cost of producing the 50th product is $6.20, then it costs $6.20 to increase production from 49 to 50 units. Now, Greenway Golf Company has determined that the marginal cost C is given by the equation 4.9x squared. It's all decimal. And for the manufacturing boy golf clubs may be expressed to this is the quadratic function. How many clubs should be manufactured to minimize the marginal cost? So again, minimize or maximize. This is going to be the minimize because the x squared term is positive, so you can get only the minimum value. If it is negative, then we will get the positive, the maximum value because the parabola opens downwards. So let's first find the vertex. So here A is 4.9 and B is negative 617.4. So the x coordinate of the vertex is negative b over 2a. That is going to be so when we use the calculator, we are getting 63. Now we have to find the minimize the marginal cost. They have to, the production is 63 clubs. Now we have to find what is the minimum marginal cost. So that means we have to find C of 63. So we get 151.90. So that is the answer. So we are done.